I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we'll summarize all the aspects of sketching lines. So it should be a good review for grade 9, 10, 11 and 12 students, and also those who are just about to join the university. Now we have three different ways of sketching lines. I'll write three equations and then we'll discuss these one by one. So we'll begin with, let us say, one equation as y equals to 2x minus 1. Let me take an equation like y equals to 2 over 3x, let us say plus 1, and let me write equation in standard form as 2x minus 3y plus 6 equals to 0. So these are three different equations and we'll follow three different methods to sketch lines. The very first one, y equals to 2x minus 1, will adopt method of selecting points and then plotting them on a graph. So what we do here is we kind of make a table of values. So in table of values we write independent variable x on the left side, dependent variable y on the right side, and we take key points. For a line the key points are minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. As you know, a straight line is a line which goes through any 2 points. So actually, strictly speaking, 2 points are enough to sketch a line, but it is a good practice to take these 5 points whenever possible. Okay, so if I substitute minus 2 for x, what do I get? We can write 2 times minus 2 minus 1. 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. Similarly, let's calculate second value of y at minus 1. So x replaced by minus 1. So it is minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Now you replace x with 0, calculate again. Then replace x with 1, calculate. So you get this as 1, 2 minus 1. 2 times 2 minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3. What you will notice here is a pattern. The y values are increasing by 2. Do you see that? So that ensures that your calculation is correct. These are important things to understand when you are working with lines. Now we'll sketch them. To sketch this, we'll just plot these points on a graph and then join them, right? So I'm not making a proper scale, but what I'm doing here is just approximately sketching this, right? So we have 1, 2, so these are the 5 points we're looking into. Y values we see are going from minus 5 to 3. Let's say this is minus 1, minus 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So just plot the points on the graph. At minus 2 we are looking at minus 5. So this is very far away. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is minus 5 for us. Somewhere there. And then minus 1 we are looking at minus 1. Somewhere there. At 0 we're looking at this should be at 0 we're looking at minus 1, so it is here. At minus 1 it is minus 3, so this point is wrong actually. Here it should be. At 1 it is 1, so 1 and 1, and then at 2 it is 3, so at 2 it is kind of 3, so 1, 2, 3, kind of like this. When you join all these points, you should get a straight line, correct? So let me draw a straight line going through these points. Draw arrows on both the ends, correct? Now you have a line which represents the equation. Here we have y-axis, x-axis. This is minus 1. Now this point, which is also the y-intercept. So if x is equal to 0, what you get is the y-intercept. So in this line, you will notice that y-intercept is minus 1 and the slope is 2, right? Slope means rise over run, right? Rise over run is the slope. So that is how you get your line, correct? Now we'll explore the second equation, which is in slope-intercept form. So this equation is in slope y-intercept. Let me be very specific. Intercept form, in which 2 over 3 is the slope and y-intercept is 1, correct? To sketch a line, what we need to do is we'll just take a graph paper, You should actually make better graphs than what I'm doing, but I'm just making a rough sketch to give you an idea of how to do it. So let's say this is our x-axis. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is minus 1, minus 2. Okay, on y-axis also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the negative values. Plot the points. To start with, first point you should take is the y-intercept. So begin from y-intercept, okay? Now in this equation, y-intercept is at 1, so that is our first point to consider. And then you need to check slope, m. Slope is, rise over run. In our case, rise is of 2 units, run is 3 units. So from here, move 2 units up, that is the rise, and 3 units to the right, because it is positive, right? So 1, 2, 3. So you get another point. Join these 2 points. So once you join these 2 points, kind of like this, you get a straight line which is represented by the equation. So that becomes the graph of the given equation. So there you are, right? So that is how you sketch graph of a line based on an equation which is in slope y-intercept form. I hope that is absolutely clear. So two-step method. First get to the y-intercept. In this case it is at 1. And then second point you get using the slope. Rise of 2, run of 3. So from here this point should be at x value run, which is 3, and y value, which is also 3, right? So rise of 2, so 1, 2. So from 1 you go to 2 and then 3, right? So this is 3. So that is how you get the second point. Join these 2 points, extend the line to get the graph. Perfect. Now let's move on to the third equation, which is in standard form. So let me write down standard form of equation. In standard form, you will notice x coefficient is always positive and it's a whole number. And y, and all these coefficients, the constants y and x terms are on the left side of the equation. On the right side we have 0. Now to sketch graph of a line using standard form, we need to find x-intercept and y-intercept. So I'm writing them in short, x and y-intercept. When I say x-intercept, it means y should be 0, right? Wherever line crosses x-axis. So that means y equals to 0. Substitute y equals to 0, find x-intercept. If I substitute y equals to 0, I get what? I get 2x plus 6 equals to 0. X equals to minus 6 divided by 2, which is minus 3. Perfect. Now similarly, let us find y-intercept. Y-intercept is a point where the line crosses y-axis. At that point, x value is 0. So we'll substitute x equals to 0 in this equation. So we get 0 minus 3y plus 6 equals to 0, or 3y equals to 6, y equals to 2. So what we get are these 2 points. X-intercept is at minus 3, or the point is minus 3, 0. Y-intercept is at 2, so the point is 0, 2, right? So on a graph paper, plot these 2 points. One point for you is minus 3, 0. So let us say 1, 2, 3. That is your minus 3, 0. That is 1 point. The other one is the y-intercept, 0, 2, right? So that is your y-intercept. I'm not sketching or plotting other points here. 2 points are enough to sketch the graph. Join these 2 with a straight line. So this is the straight line, okay, and this straight line represents the given line, which is 3x minus 2y plus 6 equals to 0, right? So you get this as the y-intercept at 2, x-intercept at minus 3, and that is the line. Perfect. So normally, whenever you have lines to sketch, you will have equations in the form as given here, and you can always sketch the lines. Now there are 2 special cases. You can at times have horizontal lines or vertical lines, right? So let me consider squeeze in those examples also. Okay, where should I do it? Okay, let me write down horizontal line here. Horizontal line means 0 slope. So equation could be y equals to some constant. So I can have y equals to, let us say 3. So if I have y equals to 3, a horizontal line. It means a line with zero slope. So I can sketch it here. 1, 2, 3 is my y-intercept, and the line will be kind of like this. This line will be a horizontal line, y equals to 3. For every value of x, y value is 3, domain is all real numbers, range is just 3. Okay. Now let's look into vertical line. Okay. Let me squeeze in vertical line here. Vertical line is something which has undefined slope. So we have undefined slope here. Equation could be x equals to some value. Let me take value in this case as, let us say, 2. In that case, a line which is vertical, let us say here a vertical line. This is the line x equals to 2. You can see at every value, x value is 2, y could be any value. This is not a function, right? Fails vertical line test. Here the only value x can have is 2, y can have any value. Remember, x equals to 2 has undefined slope, and therefore it cannot be written in slope intercept form. So I hope with this you got all the concepts which you need to know to sketch lines, and they should help you to solve simultaneous equations and move forward with other fields of mathematics. Thank you and all the best.